I greet you according to your time zone, anywhere in the world you are watching this video. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, kindly like this video, subscribe to this platform, turn on your notification bell to all notification. This will cost you nothing. I urge you to watch this video from the beginning to the end because there is a lot of information which you may be needing, especially people who are under asylum seeker or people who have sought asylum in Germany. You will know the difference between Dublin deportation and church asylum. Also, I want to seize this opportunity to put a disclaimer that I am not here to deceive you. I do not work in immigration office. If you need information about traveling, visa, or what have you, please kindly go to the immigration office. I will allow you to listen to this video. And also for people who are planning to come to Europe, when you come to Germany, you want to make it today and tomorrow. Right now, my schedules are very, very tight. I am very, very busy. But as that, I will keep on bringing updates, new development, things that can help you to settle here in Germany. So let's go through this video. Make sure you watch, share, and I also want to seize the opportunity to appreciate each and every one of us, especially those who watch, share, contribute. May God Almighty bless you. I do not take your support for granted. Let's go there.
Dublin cases. If you are in Germany and you seek asylum and you seek asylum before in another European country and you just come new, you actually have a Dublin case. That means Germany can reject your asylum application here and send you back to the country you have sought asylum before. A lot of people are coming from Greece, from Italy, from Spain, and Dublin deportations are increasing day by day. I said it before, especially when it comes to Greece and Spain and Poland, Netherlands, France, Dublin deportations are carried out a lot. So if you have a Dublin case and Germany told you to go back to the country you seek asylum first, there is one option you have. You can go and seek for church asylum. During church asylum, you are safe. 95%. It's not 100% guarantee, but 95% you are safe from that deportation. So if that Dublin case now expire, you go over to the normal asylum procedure in Germany. So as I said before, they have built Dublin deportation centers in Germany. One of them is in Hamburg and one of them is in eastern Germany. I think it's Brandenburg. And when it comes to Greece, the Dublin deportations have increased radically. 388 people was deported in the first half of the year from Germany only to Greece. In 2024, completely, there was 2,020 deportations to Greece, but only in the first 6 months of this year, they increased it to 338. So now Germany is actually going back to Dublin deportations. They have been doing it, but not the way it was before. Like Dublin deportations was before very, very common. Then there was a time it was reducing based on a lot of migrants came from different parts of the world. So Germany just said, okay, let me live in here. They had their Dublin cases, but to got deported was not easy like now. Now it is more easier because migration to Germany have reduced a little bit. Asylum cases are going down. So, and the new agreements was made with countries like Spain, Portugal, Greece, Turkey, and Netherlands, France. So actually they are implementing more Dublin deportations. Please.
For those of you who are planning to come to abroad newly, there is some certain things I want you to know for you to set your mind before you begin to plan to come to abroad, because majority of us who have stayed here long made this mistake, having it in mind that when we just come within 5 years, highest 6-7 years, you have get that thing they promise you, or that thing the people tell you that once you come to abroad, you will just make it, then you return back home and begin a new life. One thing you should know is that abroad is just like a trap set. Once you enter, you begin to see the reality of abroad, that it is not the way they painted it out to you when you are in Africa is how it is when you really enter. There are many things. Even if you are a single person or you have married, there's no way you say, let only you be living in abroad, then you leave your parents, your children, your wife at home in Africa to come and settle only you here. You will suffer more. So the best thing is for all of you to plan in your way to stay in one place. It's either you stay here or you go back home. There are 5 things I will give you that will make you as a man who come to abroad. For those who are coming new, those of us who have stayed here long has already see ourselves into this thing that I'm telling you. One is document. Once you enter into Europe, the first thing you should be planning is how to legalize yourself, how to systemize your stay, how you will get your paper to be able to do things, because without documents, without paper, you cannot do anything. And anytime you remember that if you go home, that you don't have paper to come back home, meanwhile, you have not get job that you are doing, because without paper, you cannot work. Except you'll be doing all black job, which you know that is very risky, that any day there is control on your side. They control you and find out that you are cheating on government, you are not paying your tax, you are maybe using other person's document to work, or maybe you are working a black job, you are not into the system. You may find yourself in your country. That is one. So document is one thing that will make you, for you to begin to know how you will get the document, whether you wanted to seek for an asylum, refugee, or any other thing, how you will get it to be able to, up to the extent that you said you have getting a permanent resident permit or get to the status of applying for the citizenship. So these are the things that will prolong your years. By the time that those years has passed, your mentality have changed. You begin to think in another direction. Setting your mind to go back home will be a second option, because other things will follow that will make you to decide and say you have to stay here. Number 2 is marriage. When you come in and decide to, because of this first one we mentioned, the documents, you wanted to marry the indigenous because of those things, those documents of a thing, that marriage might trap you down. You might, at the end of the day, love will come in, you begin to, the two of you begin to get along together. There's no way you can dominate that person, say, okay, you wanted to go back home and stay, that she will follow you or he will follow you. It will not work. They always want you to be here, because the system here works more than the system where you are coming from. So this thing, by the time you start the process of this marriage of a teen, by the process of the immigrations, trying to convince the white one here, whether man or woman, not to do this thing with you, because they know that this thing is not real. But it will take like 5 years, 6 years. By the time you finish all these things, maybe children has been involved in it, and you begin to take care of your children and the other things that will follow. By so doing, your mentality has also been changed. Direction to home will be the second option. You will not come into your mind. Number 3 point is sickness. When someone, this work we are doing, trying to do this shift, to do the other shift, try to meet up to please people that you are abroad, that you, there's reason why make you to come to abroad, that you wanted to fulfill those things that make you to come here. By the time you know it, maybe you have getting document, you know how many years it take you to get your document, whether through asylum or whether through normal process, you do maybe work permit, you come to work, or someone wanted to help you to, systemize you, or you get it through marriage. That years pass, you begin to work to able to save, to make things happen. By the time you know it, you begin to see that you have begin to get weak. And when you remember that when you go back to Africa, if you dare sick there, that there's no adequate facilities, no good medical care that will take care of you the way they are taking care of you here. Even if something happens, someone will call an ambulance for you. Immediately ambulance have come and pick you to the hospital. You go there, they will take good care of you medically, give you the good medicine that you demanded, that your body demanded, to get you along while you are getting old in age. When you look at all these things, even if you visit home, you don't want to stay there because of this issue of sickness, because there's no good medical care in that particular place. If not, why all the government officials are coming this side to come and treat themselves? So you also wanted to have good treatment for yourself and your children, which already have come by you coming to stay here. You already have children. You want them to have good medical care. So these are the things that will make you to say, no, you are not setting your eye back to home. Even if you go, you will come back home, because this is where you feel that you are getting all that you needed to maintain your life. Number 4 that I will give you is mortgage. When you buy a house, or even if nobody wanted to continue to be renting, you wanted to save money to buy a house where you will stay, and you know that for you to finish paying for that house mortgage, it will take you like 25-30 years, depending on the program you enter or the contract you enter with the bank that will help you to buy the mortgage. Every other thing that you are buying, other things you buy, everything you may buy it on credit card. You will begin to live your life trying to pay those things while you're raising up your children. Your children may grow up tomorrow, decided not to live in that house that you buy. They go another place. By the time you know it, the children you born here, many of them have even left the country where you are, still going far and far and far and far. All these things, you look at it and say, what's the need of you going? And you see that you are getting older in age as time goes on. So mortgage is something again that will hold you, because you may like to finish paying it so that you say that you have acquired the house, so that when you retire or go into your pension, you are able to find a place you will stay, because you don't want your children as an African man to take you to the old elderly homes to go and keep you there. It will weak you, because this is not the system that we inherited from our parents. We love to stay together as a family. You see your children and your grandchildren, all of you come together to be praying and eat food together. But once such thing happen here, you could not be able to have that mortgage. Your children dump you at that old age. You didn't go back to Africa. Maybe you have a house you have built in Africa, only you cannot stay that place. You want your children and your wife to be around you, but they may not want to go back to the system that is not working. So these are the things that will also make you not to able to do this thing. So the last one I will tell you is what they call the children itself. Once you begin to have children, those children, based on the information that they are getting from the internet and from television, what they are painting about Africa, and what we, the parents, are also talking, they are hearing from us what the kind of news that we are bringing from home. None of them wanted to go home. None of them wanted to go to that system to go and stay. When they are watching Nigerian, for example, home videos, movies, the kind of thing they are seeing, what the kind of image Africans are projecting to their society to be, to the international society. Our children that are living in Western world, they don't want to associate themselves in such thing. And mind you that they have another mindset mixed together with the foreign and with the West. So what we are telling them about, not everybody, there are some people who are lucky that have these good things working for them, that may like to go back, even with their children may like to go back and be coming. But majority of Africans who are living in a Western land, these are the things that hold them down. By the time you see and know it, that person have stayed in Western land for 10, 15, 20 years. Maybe have go home only once or twice before you can able to know it. The children have begun to grow up, many responsibilities and other things have begun to come in. While you are trying to please those who are living in Africa, you also trying to put your house in order, because this is where you are living. This is where you are making your money. This is where you are working. This is where you are paying for your pension. You haven't paid tax in Africa. You are paying your tax here. So you concentrate most of your energies spending it here, so that you will have a good life, even good life after you might have retired. So these are the things you that is coming new should consider. No, when you are coming, look behind, look all those things and forget it for now, knowing that for you to see them again or go back again, set your mind next 10 years or from 5 years to 10 years, so that you can able to relax your mind and face the reality.